What's going on, everybody? This is CJ Hunter, aka CJ the Exec, and I wanted to do this video. I know to some people who are not used to what my platform used to be, this is going to, sound like and look like something that is out of the norm for my brand or off base for what I'm all about. But this has everything to do with everything that I'm all about, not just from a standpoint of activism with regards to health and wellness, mental health and awareness, and just all of the things that comes with that. But I'm also very much so a B1 type of person. And for those of y'all that don't know and don't understand this, is that I'm one who believes that no matter what, no matter how I'm seen by the world, no matter what image that I portray to the world and stuff like that, I am by my people, for my people, with my people, period, point blank, first. Because no matter what, in the media, you know, especially on social media and in the world at large, regardless to my age, regardless of the stage that I'm in my life, my socioeconomic status, I am seen as a black man first and foremost. This is to address the issues, the mental health issues, and the card that's about to be played with this 18-year-old white supremacist terrorist who killed 10 people at a Buffalo shopping center yesterday. It is sick. It is disgusting, and we're already seeing the mental games that media is playing when it comes down to describing this guy and making this piece of shit look like someone who we should have empathy and sympathy for. Number one, there's no doubt about it. We have to call him what he is. He is a white supremacist terrorist. His sole intention while he was on Twitch, live on Twitch, for the government to be able to interfere both locally, statewide, and federally, his sole intent was to plan to murder black people because the manifesto that he left specifically talked about how white people were being misplaced, replaced, etc. This is the propaganda. This is the thought process of people. That's why when it comes down to this kumbaya shit, one of the things that I believe firmly and wholeheartedly is that the relationships that we may have with one another, black, white, blue, green, or orange, or otherwise, are on a micro level, are insignificant in the grand scheme of what the macro sense of all of this stuff is. You can have one-on-one relationships with people, non-people of color, etc. But those relationships, those micro one-on-one relationships, don't change the attitudes, hearts, and minds of the masses. And this piece of shit, as white supremacists, has been one of many examples of people who their hearts will not change, their minds will not change. Thus, this thing will continue to be a thing within this country. We are a first world country, and we seem to be the only first world country that has this type of issue, right? Number two, May is not only Lupus Awareness Month, but it is also Mental Health Awareness Month. And here is where we begin to see a weaponization of mental health. And when it comes down to making excuses for non-people of color as it relates to picking these different things within the media to gain sympathy. Now, there were several reporters that were asking different experts, what about his mental state? He's 18 years old. He hasn't fully developed and this and that and the third. And it's like, well, how do you have the mental capacity to create a manifesto whereby you can clearly and articulately, and copiously speak on this idea of you and your people being replaced, having anti-Semitic remarks, anti-Black, anti-people of color remarks within your manifesto, right? What does the development of your brain have to do with being online and doing this live, knowing that you are shooting an AR-15 live online for people to be able to see this. You were able, there's a clip out there where he's literally going through the supermarket. And as he was about to shoot a person dead, he realized that the man was white, and the man was covering himself, and had the wherewithal, the presence of mind to say, "Oh, sorry," and move on, and left this white man alive. What the hell is the excuse? See, black people and other people of color, specifically black people, specifically black women, live in a perpetual state of a highly functioning depression. Really, when you think about it, black men, black women, and children live in a perpetual state of highly functional depression, whereby we literally live within a system that is designed to kill us, designed for us to not succeed, designed to, even if they let us give just a little bit, just a little bit further, we're only a little bit further to still be fucking behind. So it's just like, y'all, we're going to go through the same cycle that we've always been through. And you'll see in this, in the following meme that I post right now. Like, you see, that right there explains the cycle. Everybody's going to be in an uproar and an outrage, trying to figure out what happened. Why is this happening? Why does this continue to happen? Then there'll be thoughts and prayers. Then there'll be all kinds of Facebook debates and about gun laws, and people will say, well, see, this is why we need gun laws, and we need to be able to take the rights for people to not be able to have AR-15s. Then it's going to turn into a political debate. And it's going to go from a social debate to a political debate. Then everybody in the good old GOP and the so-called liberals are going to go back and forth and all this other stuff. Then there's going to be inaction. And then after we have that inaction, then there will be birds chirping, and then there'll be silence, and then boom, the next mass shooting happens. Perpetual cycle. Again, I know that since September of 2021, y'all have not been used to seeing CJ the exec have this type of content on his platform. But I cannot stand and sit idly by and pretend as if this doesn't affect me, that this doesn't affect my mental health and my capacity to function in a society of having to, watch my back and watch the back of others that look like me in order for us to simply fucking exist in this country. Anyway, man, let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, like, share this video, comment, subscribe. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this on Instagram, go ahead and hit that follow button. Leave me a comment down below. Share this thing. Save this thing and come back to it if you haven't, reached this 8 minute and 30 second mark. But at any rate, man, I'm out.